Okay, so we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live on Wednesday. We do this every Wednesday at 4 o'clock from 4 to 6, and we also do on Monday from 4 to 5. We do a demo and a little sale. So we try to teach you something on Monday, and then we just have kind of the crafting version of the Home Shopping Network on Wednesdays. We'd like to welcome Sandy and hi, Carolyn. Happy sale day. Carolyn says that every time. Happy sale day. I'm not so sure it was so happy here at Fabric Chicks. At 1 o'clock, I was still trying to finish last week's sale. But it's all done, and then we've got everything numbered, and everything is peachy keen now. Hey, Rhonda and Jody and Becky and Kathleen and Joanne and Ian and Susan. Welcome, everybody. So, oh, wait a second. I did not do, it's always going to be, you're going to forget one thing. Okay, I can't change I don't know why. It's not letting my computer do stuff. Okay, I'm going to change the banner. Think of March 20th. Okay, think of a question we can ask them for a giveaway. Do you guys hear the silence? Do you hear how tough it is around here at Fabric Chicks?
How wide was fabric before it became 44 inches?
Oh, that's a good one. How wide was fabric before it became the standard 44 inches? How wide was fabric before it became the standard 44 inches? Okay, now we're ready to begin. So once again, we'd like to welcome everybody who has joined. 36 inches says Judy. Hi, Emily and Sharon and Sue, and 35 to 36 inches. Mm-hmm. What's the right number?
It was 35, 36. That's what it said.
Oh.
So, because it used to be 44, 45.
Would 36 be right, or would 35, 36 be right?
I would say 36 is right.
Okay. She says 30. Phyllis says she thinks 36 is close enough. So Judy Spivey, you're the winner of a cute little bag. You can put all your little goodies in here. It's got 2 zippers. Judy Spivey. Now they're asking important questions. Come on, I'm wrong.
So why did the width change? Because people got fatter.
Are you serious? You can't take Phyllis anywhere. Phyllis says the width changed because we as Americans got larger. Judy Spivey is the winner. Okay. Where did it?
I've got it. I've got both of them.
Oh, okay.
I've got both pieces.
Okay. Why do you have cranberries up on your shelf? Oh, no. This was from well, there are cranberries in here. I fear that if you were to open them in 25 years, they might be rotten. But this was from the pincushion exchange we did last year. This is what my secret exchange person gave me. So it's just my little pincushion. And it has, we did this on the Fabric Chick Stitch Along. It has like a button somewhere. Look at, is that not the cutest? That's what I got from my pincushion exchange. Okay, now I got to figure out how I turned it on. Okay, so I got so much on this shelf that needs to be moved elsewhere, but that's another day. I worked at TG&Y when I was 15. Oh, Terracotta says that Phyllis is correct about why it got wider. Gosh. Wow. Okay, so we're on to more important things like a sale for you ladies. So, being as frazzled as we were. So if you're new to watching, you can call the number that's scrolling at the bottom and you can register. Tina, we have no exchanges planned at the moment because nobody has volunteered to head it up and organize it. But it seems like a good job for you, Tina. Just saying. Just saying. So we have, if you're new to watching, we have some stuff that's on the bolt. We didn't pull too many bolts out of the shop today just because we were so frazzled and behind. So it's going to be kind of a mishmash random day. So most things, well, I'm not going to say that. Some things are very limited and some things we have enough for everybody. Please, yes, Beverly Ann is correct. Please, if you could hit that button on the right-hand corner of your device and share with all your friends, we would surely appreciate it. We should do a crow for Halloween. Becky, funny you should say that because look at what we brought out for today's sale.
There it is.
Yes, we have pincushion patterns by Virginia Robertson. This is the crow pincushion, and it comes with a pumpkin in the pattern. So you've got a crow and a pumpkin pincushion, and then you have the sewing bird pincushion. So we do have patterns for these two fun projects if you want. But an exchange would be great. Just one of you has to volunteer to do it. Okay. Welcome, Lynn and Mary. So this is Crawl on a Pumpkin, S96 for the pattern. S96 is $11.95 for the pattern to make a crow on a pumpkin. And then if you want the sewing bird, here's two different versions of the sewing bird. It's S101. S101. And I don't know how many of these we've actually sold. Virginia made us a whole bunch and we sold them finished for a while. So that is that. Oh, Judy, that's so nice that you have Charity to make you things. If you were on with us on Monday, then you don't need to order any of these unless you didn't order them and you thought about it over the last couple of days and now you're like, oh, I need some scrap tape. So here is where I've gotten with my scrappy tape. Scrappy tape just lets you easily use up your scraps. So here is what I've done with my scrappy tape. And I've literally just used tiny pieces. So anything that's 2.5 inches will work for this size. So this is my scrappy tape and it's a wash away interfacing. And this is what it looks like. So you can go back if you didn't watch it and you're confused. You can go back and watch Monday's live where I demoed sewing it. But you literally just take and sew all these pieces together. And then you're going to use the rolling pin, the little wooden roller to iron it because you don't want to iron your wash away. The 2.5 inch is S110. And I'm going to show you, I've got it. We did a scrappy mystery quilt with Victor. And I've got one border sewn on my table runner. So this is where I used the scrappy tape. So you could have used coordinated fabrics. I chose to just use leftover fabrics. And like these here, this one and this one, that was the first fabric line Fabric Chicks carried back in the day. That was part of it. So some of these fabrics have been in my stash for, I don't know, 15 years, 20 years. So it was kind of fun to use stuff from my actual stash. So that's what you would use the 2.5 inch scrappy tape for. You can also use your leftover fabrics from a quilt project and create your own binding. If this one here, I used the 13 inch scrappy tape and then I cut it into 13 inch squares and made four blocks basically using the scrappy tape. So I just pulled out, I'm trying to keep all my scraps, I need to cut that thread. I'm trying to keep all my scraps kind of color coordinated so that when I want to do a scrappy project, I can just grab that bucket and just start sewing away. So this is great for the bigger pieces, your longer pieces, your leftover bindings. I saw somebody who did this and they did each block the different colors of the rainbow. It was absolutely beautiful. So it's a great way to use up your scraps. The wash away stabilizer just stabilizes it because you've got a lot of bias edges with your scraps. And yes, you can totally buy wash away stabilizer and cut it to whatever size you want. It's just a lot more prep for you to do. This is just the cheater easy way. And then it also comes in 5-inch. And with the 5-inch, I don't know if I gave you the patterns for this.
I think so.
Okay. S109 is $39 for the 5-inch. So if you have bigger pieces, you can always put them on the 5-inch and then cut it down to 2.5 inch, and you're doing double the work in half the time. But if you've got the smaller pieces, you really do need the 2.5 inch. So what are those numbers again?
110 for the 2.5 inch, 109 for the 5-inch, and 111 for the 13-inch. And I saw a quilt where they took the 2.5 inch and the 5-inch and did different rows.
Oh,
They called it stacked coins, and all it was all their leftovers.
perfect.
And then nothing had to match.
Yes.
And it was a quick and easy.
Yes.
And they did basically a throw quilt.
Perfect.
So
Perfect.
it went quick.
And I shouldn't say this, but fabric is not cheap. So I think we definitely have to use up our scraps. That way we won't, we'll make room for the new stuff. Otherwise, donate it and give it to charity and put it to use. But you want to be able to use up your stash so you can buy more stuff without feeling guilty. Why just use the wash away roll next to sewing? So Judy's gonna leave her roll next to her machine so she can just kind of do it as she goes. So it's not like a big overwhelming process, which is a great idea. Stephanie, drive safe. Welcome everybody. So we did get, we've got grommets, not priced. Okay. We are going to show you, we have some quick gift baggies for Christmas. I'm not going to say super quick because they do take a little bit of time, but look at how cute they are. So here we have the high heel shoe, and inside is a full bottle of wine. So we've got the gift bag with the high heel shoe. We have the booty wine tote for boots. You could do girl cowboy boots or boy cowboy boots. S94 is for the cowboy boot. And you can see here, this is where they've used the grommets. So we've got grommets to sell you, just so you don't have to go looking for everything. S93 is $12 for the high heel. And then this one is a super cute stocking. So if you want to get ready for Christmas, this is perfect. S92 is for the Christmas elf. And then these grommets are normally $12.99. But let's do, I don't know, let's do $8.95. That seems like a good round number off the top of my head. Okay, we always like to give you guys some kinds of deals for tuning in with us. So S95 is $8.95. And this is going to, I believe, make eight sets.
Right here says 8.
8 sets.
8 sets. So you'll be able to make 8 different wine bags or stockings. S95 is $8.95, and they're normally $12.99. And then we have the pattern for the stocking is S92. The boot, the cowboy boot, is S94, and the high heel shoe. And you can see we used some of Kathy Holden's lace for the stocking. And you could really have a lot of fun with this. Create whatever the person's favorite color is or whatnot. S93 is the high heel. And if you're new to watching, you just type in S. S is you committing to buying it, and then the number. And we do have, just because it was so crazy today at the shop, S108, we showed this on Monday. So if you already got it, you don't need it again. But this is cedar chips. So you can put this in your wool. You can put it in all of your drawers. You can put it in your Dog bed, it will get rid of fleas, keep fleas away. S108 is $8.99. I don't know, but I think you could. I don't know what would be the purpose if you put it just because it smells good. But I don't know why you would. Where else would you put it?
Cigar
Cedar
boxes.
Cigar box.
Cigar boxes?
Yeah, for men's cigars.
Don't men already have cedar cigar boxes?
No.
All of yours kind of smell cedary.
Well,
Yeah.
they got good ones, but not if they got the old ones.
Oh. Okay, so if you've got a man who has an old cigar box, they can put some cedar chips in there. What else can we use the cedar chips for?
Your clothes.
All your clothes, your closets, your drawers, anything like that. I personally would put it in all my fabric, especially wool, because the animals like to get into the wool. So S108 is $8.99. Oh, and your featherweight case to take out the old smell. That's a good one, Stephanie. Put them in your Monday demo. What am I supposed to put in Monday's demo, Victor? Just keep notes for me because I will never remember. Okay, this book I could only find one of, but I thought it was appropriate for this time of year. This is Half Yard Spring Collection, Debbie's Top 40 Half Yard Projects for Sewing. So if you want quick kind of evening weekend projects, this is a great little book. You've got it tells you the supplies you're gonna need. It's great for reminding you of things you used to do the correct way and we've kind of gotten away from. And I only say that because we just learned how to do half square triangles with Victor. And I know you're saying you just learned how to do half square triangles because we have done them many times over the years, but we have forgotten. So here's a wine bag directions. The number is S100 for $23. S100 for $23. Look at this cute little folded rose. That is adorable in itself. It's sewn onto a little bag, but you could sew it onto clothing, all kinds of fun things. Just quick here. Oh, here's a little mini quilt, but it will teach you how to do crazy curved piecing. S100. You got a bag. Books sometimes are really good value because patterns have become so expensive.
Ooh, the kneeling
Lynn,
pad.
your box already mailed. Your box has already been shipped. There is nothing in your box unless you order something today. I can guarantee you it went out yesterday.
There was a kneeling pad in there and that
Oh.
oilcloth to
Oh.
make the kneeling pad. There it is.
It's sold.
Yeah.
We don't have to keep. Oh, a kneeling pad. There you go. So you can do some gardening,
Yep.
or you can dust your lower shelves in your pantry. S100. You're welcome. Okay, so if you didn't get the spring one, but you want to get a jump start on Christmas, I have two of these for Christmas. So S99 is $23, and it has some gnomes, a cute little wreath with burlap. Oh, that's a good idea with the burlap. Let's see. Okay, Jenny. It's got gift bags. Winter decor with the Christmas calendar, but that's pretty cute there with, if you use some linen, it could be adorable. Here's the little rosettes. It's going to show you how to make little rosettes. Perfect, Elaine. I know. I mailed out a ton yesterday. I was still here at I don't know, 9. Until I ran out of shipping tape, I was shipping. And then I ran out of shipping tape. So a few of them didn't get mailed last night. Oh, look at that tree skirt with the felted poinsettias that are dimensional. That is super adorable. Thank you, Rhonda. I wore it because I talked about it last week. And so we're going to do a free Zoom with the bracelets. Oh my gosh. I look at this book and I just think I got to make all these projects. So if you do Christmas prep Zoom, this might be a good project for you. S99. And if you make stuff not out of Christmas fabric, of course you can give them away at any time of the year. S100 is $23. Here's cute little springy felt animal families. S98 is $19. And it's got a fox family. There's the cute little, it's a variety pack, but it shows you how to do all the hand stitching, which it looks to me like everything is hand stitched. That's its little vest. Super adorable. There's the fox. Well, they look like raccoons.
It said raccoons.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the bear family. S98, and I think we have a couple of these books. The rabbits. These are adorable. Oh, look at the little picnic. Here you got all the stuff to make little carrots and teacups and OMG, that's adorable. S98, here's the mouse family. Oh, the mouse in the carriage. Okay. S98 is for the felted families. The bracelets are super easy. I haven't worn this one in a long time because you can see mine are starting to fall off, but it's probably 15 years old. So it just needs a little bit of help to get it back to where it needs to be. S97 is playful, slow stitching, free form embroidery. So if you want to do some free form, kind of creative hand stitching, this is going to teach you some of the stitches and give you different ideas. Once you start something like this, then you just branch out into all kinds of fun stuff. So S97, sometimes you just need that first little project to get you started, huh?
There's a sheep jumping a fence.
Yes. An acorn house, all kinds of fun stuff. S97 is $19. Dang, I was too busy sewing and lost track of time. Are you kidding me, Charity? You were just here 5 seconds ago. Okay, so this is just in case there's anybody new. We do have where this weekend we're going to write the pattern for this. So if you've already written it on your on a live that you want the free pattern, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you want the free pattern, we still are offering it as free to you guys who have joined in. That's Phyllis's original design. And we've got the miniature version Stephanie made. And what I love, just in case you weren't here on Monday, I hate to repeat myself, so don't miss Mondays. What Stephanie did, because she wanted to finish this in the 2 hours, and she pinked the 3 layers. So she's got the backing, the batting, and the front on here. She pinked it, and then she just added a little ruffle with the raw edges to give it a fun finish. So it's super cute. Okay, so we've got a ton of trims today, and we're just going to start showing those. So if you're new to watching, you just have to type S and then the number and how much yardage of it you want. So we are starting, I've tried this once before and it didn't really work. So we're starting again. We're starting on one side of the shop and we're working through all the trims. You would not believe how many trims we have. So these are red dingo ball trims. These are great to put on, really you can put them anywhere, but on tote bags, I love to see them, but you can put them on the bottom of jeans or the bottom of an outfit. S23 is $6 a yard. S23 is $6 a yard. S58 is kind of a fun little chain, $3 a yard. And you can stitch these down by machine or you can hand stitch them, whatever works for you. Here, these all have to be pinned so we can get them loose. S18 is 95 cents a yard. S15 is 95 cents a yard, or $3.95 a yard. S18 is $3.95 a yard. S53 is some grosgrain ribbon, green. S53 a yard. S53 a yard. S53, 39 cents a yard. Gosh. Good thing somebody's paying attention around here. This is a beautiful lace from France, and my my rep for the French trims is coming tomorrow morning. So, oh my gosh, Victor, thank you. Please share. So we would really appreciate it if you guys would push that little button at the bottom right-hand corner and share this with all your friends onto your Facebook feed. We would love that. S17, Connie's working on her tree right now. We can't wait to see it. S17 is a fun turquoise. It's great for embellishing doll skirts or whatnot. S15 is 90 cents a yard. It's a black trim with silver metallic stars. S15 is 90 cents a yard. And thank you everybody for sharing. And then we have some fun rickrack 75. Oh, they're not in the trims mood, are they, Phyllis?
Not today.
Wow. Last week you guys went crazy for the trims. S07 is 75 cents for green rickrack. And it's a little bit more pointy, not as rounded as most rickracks. S07 is 75 cents a yard. S07 is 75 cents a yard for the green rickrack. S07 is 75 cents a yard for the green rickrack. S53 is 39 cents a yard for the green grosgrain. S15 is 90 cents a yard for the silver and black. And S17 is $6 a yard. And like I always say, if you have not gotten a stash of trims, you're going to be really sad because the longer you follow us, the more you're going to put stuff everywhere. You're going to embellish everything. I'm going to have Roger flip around his camera so you can see. When Devin was first, I was probably pregnant with Devin. I hand appliqued this quilt. And then I did not love it. I kind of did it the colors of our whorehouse bedroom that had its gold on gold flocked wallpaper. So I did it so it would match the wallpaper. But I didn't love it. There was just not enough going on. And so this year I decided to finally quilt it because it's been sitting on a shelf unquilted for 18 years. So I finally decided to quilt it this year. And as I was quilting it, I did not love it. And I tripped over a box of trims from Eleanor. And so I just started throwing a trim here and a trim there. And pretty soon the trims took over the whole quilt. So if you don't, the moral of the story is if you don't have the stash, you can't play with it. So you really do have to work on your stash. And you have to work on using your stash. It's more important. You have to use it. I want some of 1-3 color flower Easter prep color. Not sure if you showed it yet. I have no idea what you're talking about, Charity. What S15 is that? The star I want 4 yards.
The star trim.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Is that 50?
Just put star trim. We'll know what it is.
Okay.
S11 is $1.25 a yard. This is a cute little braid, pink braid. The braids can go on anything. A lot of times I love to put them in between blocks, just kind of where the sashing would go or down the center of the sashing. I use the braids a lot. S395 is a cute little cupcake ribbon. S49 is $3.95. S45 is $3.95 a yard.
Say it again.
I don't know. You say it.
S49 is $3.95 a yard.
Okay. I'm trying to read comments too. S09 is 40 cents a yard for a cute little green and white polka dot. S09 is for a cute little green polka dot. 40 cents a yard. Some of you guys got the red with the white polka dots last week. This is S19 for $2.25 a yard. S19 is $2.25 a yard, and that's a black glittery ribbon. And then S12 is 80 cents a yard for a fun pink with a metallic. Thank you, Judy. Now Phyllis, do you need us to take a break?
No, I'm getting,
Okay.
I'm okay.
S08 is 75 cents a yard for the gold metallic rickrack. S08 is 75 cents a yard for the rickrack. And I'm just going to show you real quick while Phyllis is catching up. So I took some rickrack, and I've got it already done from a different demo, but I'm going to show you all the fun stuff you can do. Well, not all the fun stuff you could do with rickrack, but a fun project you could do with rickrack. So I take my rickrack, I find the center of it, and I put the pin in my knee. So I would pin it to my knee just like, here, I'm going to demo it so you know what I mean. I would pin it to my jeans. I have leggings on, so I don't know if it will work so good. And then I take my two pieces and I just lay them inside of each other like this, all the way down. Okay, so once I get them all kind of set in the curves of each other, so it looks like this, kind of braided, then I'm going to undo it from my knee, and I'm going to start in the center, and I'm just going to roll it. So you can really do it with any rickrack, any size. So if I want it to be a tight bud, if I remember, I'll post some pictures. I did this on my Baltimore Beauty quilt. So you start with a tight bud like this, and you just keep twisting it. And then once you want your rose to kind of, or your flower to kind of open up, you just kind of start playing with it. And you could take your needle and thread and kind of catch it at the bottom here to secure it. And then the more you kind of play with it, the more it opens. And then you can make a brooch out of this. You can put it on a hat. You can put it on a tote bag. You can put it on a quilt. The options are limitless. So you get the idea. I don't want to waste too much of our sale time with the demo, but just to give you an idea, there's a cute little flower. Okay. Okay, so fun little flower there, just so that you know what you might want. And this one, to make that's probably going to be a pretty big flower. That's 25 inches twice, so 50 inches ish. Okay, so we've done these. S4, whoa.
That one's kind of hard to
Yeah,
pin.
this one's a tiny little one. S48 is 99 cents a yard. I use this one. Oh, it is. It's like impossible to pin it. Okay, wait. I'm going to twist it around 17 times because we don't want it to come off later. Okay, S48 is 99 cents. I use this fun little one. I use it with wash away to do the center of flowers, just to give it a little bit of texture. I would just kind of puddle it like that and then put some rhinestones in the center. Oh, yes, it would look super cute in your denim necklace. Maybe you should find some blue. Oh, I hope you got the blue one last week that had the red and green in it. S48 is 99 cents a yard. S48 is 99 cents a yard. S75 is a cute pink metallic rickrack. S10, S10 is 75 cents a yard. S10 is 75 cents a yard. This is another one that was hard to pin. And this is another one that I would use like in the center of flowers, or I would couch it onto some panel to bedazzle it. S24 is 50 cents a yard. So you need a little bit of a lot of different trims so that when you do go to bedazzle something, Becky, I would say no. She said, can the black glittery ribbon be used on that crow anywhere? I would say no, it's too thick. I don't know where you would sew it, unless you sew it into your back. Maybe you could cut it for your wings. You could maybe cut it for your wings. Maybe. I'm pretty sure, Becky, you could figure out a way. You can totally sew through it, but where would it go in the crow pattern? That's in the body of the crow, but maybe you could do it for wings. S16 is $8.95 a yard. This is wired ribbon, so you can tie big bows with it. It's embroidered. S16 is $8.95 a yard. It's embroidered. It's got ribbon on both sides, and then it also has beads. S16 is $8.95 a yard. S16 is $8.95 a yard. S16 is $8.95 a yard. S21 is $4 a yard for a metallic trim. This would be good, like sewn in between blocks also. I'm a big one for sewing trims down the blocks. This is good to sew in for piping on pillows or on a seam for a tote bag. It's a blue with gold. S22 is $4 a yard. S22 is $4 a yard. Oh, and the tail of the crow would be good too. Yes, Mary. Mm-hmm. That would be super cute in the tail, just to give it a little bit of glimmer.
That was S19, now that you know what you want.
Yeah, S19 is $2.25 a yard. So if you need it in the tail of your crow, or it's just a good one to have on hand. If I would use it a lot. This is a good one, Charity, maybe for to build your denim necklace on. S20 is $2.25 a yard. Be good on these wine sacks be good on these wine sacks yeah, I think it'd be cute for feathers. Yeah. S20 is $2.25 a yard. S20 it's kind of crochet-ish. It's blue, dark blue, lighter blue, lighter blue, lighter blue. Oh, you have the twist done already? Be good on these wine sacks for shoes. Yes, yes, it would. S20 is $2.25 a yard. And then we have some washi tape. S01 is $8. And I don't really know what people are using this for, but I know we sold out of the washi tape we had before. So people coming into the shop are buying it. So I'm not sure if you're into it. I think it's for, I'm not even going to lie. If you know what washi tape is for, put it in there. So this is cute Lori Holt. Lori Holt from Riley Blake washi tape. You've got a cute little brown one, a red one. I'm sure they're reproductions of her fabric line, I would guess. But very vintagey looking. So washi tape S01 is $8. I use washi tape on my card making, scrapbooking, making cards. You can weave ribbon through it. Oh, the blue trim. Yes, Sandy, you can weave ribbon through the blue trim. Scrapbooking. So if any of you guys need washi tape, here's Lori Holt's S01 is $8. S01's $8. And then we have a fat quarter bundle of a landscape. Sandy says she loves washi tape. We have a fat quarter bundle here of landscapes. So a lot of times it's great to have landscape fabric that does the work for you. We will be demoing how to paint your own skies, but here's a sky, some waters. S02 is $58, and we have several of these. I think we have 6 of these fat quarter bundles. So you got some good trees. You've got some good grass. The grass is sometimes hard to come by. You've got some bricks, some weeds, more bricks, some barnwood, some tree bark, some stones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 16 fat quarters for $58. 16 fat quarters from Northcott Naturescapes. S02 is $58. So you can totally use these instead of creating all of the different elements yourself. But we will be showing you on the Facebook Lives on Monday. We'll be demoing painting a sky, which I didn't use in this. I don't typically use the hand-painted skies, although I would want to. I don't do it because when I sell the kits, it's too hard for me to paint skies that all look alike. They all come out so different. So we'll show you so you can have the option to, when you make a landscape project, you can paint your own skies. But here, this whole that whole back section here and here, that's all fabric that looked like trees. So probably something like this I've used in that background. So a lot of times you want to have landscaping fabrics on hand so that that can do a lot of the work for you. So S02 is $58. Hey, Leilani, good to see you. So we have some sale fabrics. So we don't have too much of it, as you can see. So we're going to give it, of course, to the person who orders the largest amount, so we don't have to spend time cutting it since it's just me here. So S146, we have 2 1 yards. This is a cotton. S146, we have 2 1 yard pieces. It's a great pine cones, and it's by Holly Taylor for Moda, I believe. Yeah, it's Holly Taylor by Moda. S146. We have 2 1 yard cuts, $8 a yard. $8 a yard, 2 1 yard cuts. And then we have, this one is also a cotton, S135, and we only have 1 yard of the pine needles, $8 a yard. $8 a yard. S135 and S146. The rest I'm going to show you right now are flannels. So everything is $8 a yard, and flannels are kind of hard to find. I've had several people come in and ask me why our selection out there is not as big as it normally is, but it literally takes us like 4 times longer to sell flannels. So of course we're not going to reorder it because it takes too long to sell it. So I would, if you love flannel, stock up on it. So S145, we have a 2 yard piece. If nobody wants the 2 yards and you want a fat quarter, just put in that you want a fat quarter. And we did at one point, Virginia Robertson had a pattern, and what we did is we did like 4 or 5 inch blocks, and we did all flannel alternating with jeans. So flannel is a good one to put with jeans because it's kind of the same thickness or the same weight. So they,
No, we
did it.
We got it. Bill had this.
S144 is a great plaid. We have a 1 yard piece of it. This is a great mottled green, tone on tone, S143. We have 3 yards of that, and it's by Maywood Studios. That would be great if you do the wool and flannel mix. S143 is Jenny. Oh, I thought Jenny said she was in Florida. Welcome, everybody. Okay, and then we have S142, which is a great flannel with just pine needles, a cream background with pine needles. S141, we have 1 3/4 yards. It's kind of an olivey green flannel. S140 is a tone-on-tone blue flannel, 1 yard of it. And then this is the same color as this. So we have 1 1/3 and 1 3/4 of the olivey green. Is 2 yards flannel enough for PJ bottoms for me? I would say so, Mary Beatty, because that's gonna be Philip.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, 72 by 44. So, I mean, I got wide hips, and my hips are like 17 inches here ish. I don't know. That seems like very small hips. I don't know.
I think 2 yards is plenty.
Yeah, Phyllis says it's plenty, Mary. Phyllis says it's plenty. 1.25 yard at $8 a yard for a great little pine cone with pine needles and berries. So that piece will be $2. S137, we've got 17 inches of a fun little plaid. If you love cutting up and recycling jeans, it's great to mix jeans and flannel. S136 is a burgundy, kind of a Merlot color with deers and trees, maybe trees that have been set on fire.
They're trees without any leaves.
Yeah, S136, we have 3 yards and 17 inches of that. Oh, Victor, we're really sad you're crying in your corner. Charity's mom made her a super cute flannel quilt and matching ottoman throw. What's an ottoman throw?
You know, the little
You
seat
have
in
an
the
ottoman.
floor.
It's
Just a
basically
little-
it's a
Like
little,
a little quilt for your, like a little cover.
yeah.
Kind of like a table runner, but an ottoman runner. Like not something you actually use. Like,
Actually,
Call it a lap quilt.
well, she said she made her a lap quilt and then a matching
Oh.
ottoman throw. I think it's an ottoman runner. Who knew? I didn't even know an ottoman runner was a thing.
Or maybe a round cover or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to need pictures. We're all a little bit baffled by that. I've never in my 103 years of quilting heard anybody say they made a ottoman throw. But I mean, we did invent the snack mat, so ottoman throw could be a thing. Okay, so S134 is, we have 1 2/3 yards of this flannel. It's kind of a brighter red with pine needles and berries. S134. She made her a rag quilt, then she had blocks left over. So with the blocks left over, you made a little quilt to just decorate the ottoman, or is it like functional, like you put your feet on under it?
Well, you could. Like you put your feet on it. It's flannel.
Yeah,
It feels good.
yeah, I guess.
What's the number on the first green one you showed?
The first green one is not flannel.
No,
This
the flannel one.
S145 was the first green one we showed. S145 was the first green one we showed. I know an ottoman is like a footstool, but an ottoman throw? It's like a throw for your footstool?
It's just a decorative piece.
Like a table runner. Like it's a pointless piece to decorate your footstool.
Oh, it's pointless.
Maybe it covers it.
Oh, it covers it so that when people put their dirty shoes on it, you can
don't
wash
ruin.
the ottoman throw instead of washing the ottoman.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, I'm seeing it now. It's in the background of a lot of my photos. I keep a throw on my ottoman because of my, for the dog hairs. Okay, that makes sense. Like a bed runner. Okay, it's an ottoman runner. I said that at the very beginning. Ottoman runner. Okay, so we have a map. S133 is $11. S133 is $11. And you have to look at it very closely to see all the detail. It's actually really beautiful. You've got a giraffe up here. You've got like the horses of a merry-go-round here. A rhinoceros. It's really very vintage and eclectic. And if you've traveled around the world, you can put little Swarovski crystals everywhere you've been. Here I have it finished to go in my bedroom above my dresser, and then I can glue the little rhinestones everywhere I've been, which is nowhere except for Fabric Chicks. And then I took the silks that we've shown you guys many times, but the little silk ribbons, I took them and I just sewed them into the binding to create a fun little funky fringe.
What size is it?
36 by 44. Welcome, Mel. 36 by 44. So it's kind of like a painting or something, a piece of artwork you would have above, your dining room table or something. S133 is the world map. S133. And we have this diamond art. I love to show you guys diamond art every time because there's a billion of them. So if you don't have them yet, although I need to get them framed or something because this is the heart. And this is a full one. So I did not do this. Either Anna or Mo did this for me because they love to do them. This, you're doing the entire background. And it is round beads. So S131 is 16 by 20 inches. S131 is 16 by 20 inches. S131 for the cute little patchworky heart. S131. We do have sewing machines. We have a bobbin. We have a spool of thread. We have a quilt block. So a lot of people are decorating their sewing rooms with these. I love how it's got like a threaded needle through the heart. So that's a needle with a little dangling thread.
So it means I love sewing.
Yeah. Or stabbed you through the heart. Yeah, no, Jody, it's totally great for an office. I love it. And the more you look at it, the more artwork you see. I mean, there's a cute little bird here. It's just like every time you look at it, you see more things. Okay, we have, if you belong to Fabric Chicks Stitch Along, you guys can post what you're working on or what you finished. And so Phyllis had just posted her Mia vest that she made out of the sewing materials. So this is just a great little vest to throw on if you're wearing leggings or even with jeans. S129 is $14.95, and it also includes the pattern to make for a little girl. So you can make it for all sizes here. Starts with a 6-inch Mrs. 6 up to Mrs. 16. I would say it's bigger than that, but
I made mine an extra large.
yeah. Did it give you the option for an extra large? Because this just says large. But I'm pretty sure it's for...
I thought it had sizes inside.
It does, but here it says it just goes up to a size 16. But I'm pretty sure it goes up higher.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think she just...
I can't remember.
And then it has girls sizes 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So S129 is for the Mia vest. Lynn Waddell has made a ton of these. Every time you see her, she's in a different one.
Yeah.
Yes, kind of like Doris's shirt. Like Doris is here to save the day, and she truly did today. Remember to add more for the length. Yes, I would make it a little bit longer because I'm taller, and so it hits like right here. So I would make mine a little bit longer because I want it to cover when I'm wearing leggings. We have a super cute kitchen boa. So this is a little scarf that you can wear while you're cooking, and then you have the towels right handy, or like to get things out of the stove, I'm told. I don't really cook too much, so I don't know. But this is a flip and stitch. It's a great Christmas gift idea. If you really want to get lucky, you could wear it with nothing underneath it. So this is your kitchen boa, And we have it with just the flip and stitch that we've been doing. Sew by number neck wrap that keeps towels within easy reach. So we have just the flip and stitch. You add your own fabrics. S132 is $16. I think we only have one of these left. And then like all the flip and stitches, it tells you what size to cut for all your strips. And then we kitted it up with our margarita and cocktail fabrics and fronds. S130 is $29. That includes the flip and stitch fabric and all the fabrics that we used to create the cocktail boa. So S130 is $29. S130 is $29. Sandy, I forgot to put the fabrics you asked for on the sale, but they would have been these fabrics here, the frond fabrics that have kind of like a painterly colors in them. So I don't know if that will work for your project, but I think it will. And we can grab the fat quarter bundle. And I think we did the fat quarters last time at, I want to say when we had them on sale last time, we did them at $3 a fat quarter. But we might have done them a little bit cheaper. I could look at that. Okay, who doesn't need some springtime gnomes? I know this is Mary Beatty's favorite. S127 is $8. You can turn these into pot holders. You could turn them into little kid aprons. You could turn them into snack mats. You could turn them into coasters. Anything your heart desires. Or if you're Mary Beatty, you can just burn it and use it to heat your house. But it's super cute. Let love rise, relax, just roll with it. Let good times roll. Good pastries come to gnomes who wait. Donut worry, be happy. Oh, it's so hard to read it backwards. Life is what you bake it. So it'd be super cute pot holders or snack mats, I think. Especially this, it's very springy looking. S127 is $8. S127 is $8. And then we have the coordinating. And this is great for kid projects. Or you could apply these onto dish towels. They're little cute gnomes. So they're little baking gnome dolls. You could put them in a basket. They'd be super cute, like in a little springtimey basket. S125 makes 3 gnomes. S125 is $5. So the gnome dolls are $5 for the panel. If you have kids, this is a fun project. You could do like we did with the Halloween gnomes and embellish it with chenille it, add hair, add rhinestones, all kinds of fun things. And if you want the backing, S126 is $10. So this includes the backing for the 3 gnomes and the panel. S126 is $10 for the backing. Everything you need but the polyfill for the 3 gnomes. It's a super cute project. Like right here, you could take some yarns and make dimensional braids for the little girl. Super cute. S127 is the fabric you could use for pot holders. OCD, obsessive cupcake disorder. Every day is a pastry kind of day. Save room for, oh, that's a cute one. Save room for dessert. Live, laugh, bake. So super cute little gnomey things. S127 is for, I gotta make something cute with that. I think I'm gonna do snack mats because it just makes you smile. Except for Mary Beatty, it makes her vomit. Okay, S128 is for the Tahoe panel that's behind me. And I just did a flange binding and then added just quilted it. I didn't do anything special. S128 is $10. And it is breathtaking views of Emerald Bay, Lake Tahoe, and California and Nevada. So if you need something from your last trip to California or Nevada, this is a fun one to get done. You could also put this in the center and then just do like log cabin around it and put it in a motor home or Give it to somebody who likes the outdoors. S128 is $10. If you were going to make a quilt with it, the quilt's already half done. Look how big the panel is. S128 is $10 for the Lake Tahoe panel. S128. And S117 is a cute little rooster, chicken, cow, country life panel. Farm Fresh, Morning Acres. S117 is $9. Kathleen says Lake Tahoe is our happy place. I know, I love Lake Tahoe. S117, you could make placemats out of the 4 small ones and a little wall hanging for your kitchen. It's very pretty artwork. S117, if you want to practice your thread painting, these, if you want to do like a collaged animal, but you're not sure about your thread painting, you do not want to spend all that time doing an applique of your animal and then practice your thread painting. Practice your thread painting on a panel first. S117 is $9. 117 is $9. And we only have a few of these panels left, so I always like to make sure I tell you when we're running low on stuff. This is the Dragonfly panel. We have it in a kit for this quilt, and this quilt measures 59 by 75, so it's a pretty good sized quilt. And it has the panels here, and then they're kind of shadow boxed. S129, the quilt is originally $109.95, and we've got it for you for $99, so that's $10 off. S121, and then here's the pattern S123, and then we're going to show you the panel just so you can see how much you actually love it. Every panel is a different, realistic looking dragonfly. And both Doris and I were looking at it thinking, oh my gosh, it would be so much fun to felt those dragonflies. But I think I only have 3 panels left.
No, you have only 2. I already ordered one.
Oh, Doris already ordered one. So we've got 2-ish. S122. S122 is the panel. S122 is the panel. S123 is the pattern, which would be good for any panel that you have that is that dimension. S121, the panel is included with all the fabrics to make this exact quilt. So all the fabrics to make that exact quilt. S121 is $99. And some of you are not going to get that dragonfly panel, I'm pretty sure. S121 is the quilt to make. And I know sometimes you think kits are expensive, but they literally are not. When you boil it down, everything is there, so you're getting exactly the yardage that you need. S121 is $99 for the kit. And then if you need backing fabrics or go with it fabrics, this is all we have left of it. S124 is $12 a yard. And you can see there are little dragonflies in it. S122 is $24. Push pin keeps pricking me. What dragonfly? What dragonfly what? Charity, you don't see the dragonflies right here? There's a dragonfly here.
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Don't you see them?
They'll blend in really
Right
well. But
here.
They're...
Yeah, right here is a dragonfly. There's his little wings. Oh, she had to fight with a 10-year-old. Okay. So here are the patterns that we had for the scrappy tape. So the scrappy tape we showed you earlier, if you need a pattern, we have the scrappiest quilt ever, S118. S118 is the scrappiest quilt ever. And you're just using the 2.5-inch strips, or you can use the 5-inch strips, or you could intermingle them. I would probably intermingle them just to give it some more interest. And so you can use your bigger scraps and your smaller scraps. I'm telling you, this is the year we are going to demolish our scrap box. S118 is $10. S118 is $10. And then here is if you want to do a large heart. So the scrappiest heart quilt is S119. And it ends up being about 50 by 48. So about 50 by 48, or you could add borders to make it big enough to put on your bed. So one of the things I love most about my scrappy quilts is, and I have one that I did when I was like, I don't know, I started when I was like 12 or 13. And my mom gave me a box of a bag of scraps, and it had, even today when I look at it, it had my Sunday church dresses. You look at it and you say, oh, I remember when Grandpa used to wear that shirt. It brings up memories. Okay, so this we showed you the other day on Monday, but some of you don't watch Mondays. So this and this are the same pattern, pine cone ornament in the pines. And so one is done, this one here with the gray background is done all with embroidery. So we've just embroidered and appliqued the branch on. It's a canvas backing with flannel fabrics. Everything you need is included in the kit. And then the other one is done with dimensional pine needles that you're going to make with thread and all that good stuff. And we do have a Landscape 101 class coming up April 27th. And it's $65. It's from 10 to 1 or 10 to 2-ish, however long it takes you guys to do all the different techniques we're going to do. But that includes the kit and the written directions that you're going to make a little sample and put into your binder of each of the different steps. So if you're going to the retreat, don't do this because we offer that at the retreat for free. If you're going to the retreat, you get that for free. Oh, I'm excited, Anne. It's in your box. I think I might have shipped yours yesterday. I'm not positive. Okay, bye, Charity. S yard of the backing fabric for the dragonflies. Oh, okay.
What's that mean?
She wants S124, 1 yard.
Okay.
So this one is dimensional. You will learn the techniques on how to do the tree branch and the pine cones during the Landscape 101 class when you learn all the different techniques. So we do have kits for all of this. S03 is $44. That includes the cork, the burlap, all the crazy things you need for that. Some wash away, the yarns you're going to put on your tree trunk. S03 is $44 for the dimensional pine cones. And then the embroidered pine cones, which you could do an applique class. We have, I need the kit in your hand. Oh, gosh. Okay, so I'm going to re-say it. We have the core class, which is the dimensional S03. S03 is $44. Or the embroidered one, which you could do an applique class, super easy, S04. S04. This one is a great grab and go project. Like if you don't want to think about something and you just want to grab it, you could grab it, take it with you, and just work on it. You don't have, there's no prep for this, and you're not chained to a sewing machine. And then we have a cute little barn doing landscape techniques also. So you learn how to do the dimensional fabric magic tree trunks and how to do the confetti bushes and applique. And then here you can see that thread, that the yarn that we showed earlier on the sail, the trim, I use that for the rail fence. So it's just couched on there. And then you can see here how I use the 12 weight thread because it's thicker, just to give texture to the posts. So all that, like why you would use different threads, different textures, all that is discussed in the Landscape 101 class. And we have a kit for that. S120 is $32. So this has everything you need. the backing fabric, everything but the polyfill. So everything but the inside of the pillow is S120, S120 for $32. And then remember that we have free applique Zoom this Saturday. So we'll be posting the link. It's in the afternoon. We'll post the link for the free Zoom applique club, probably Saturday morning-ish. And then we have the landscape that's behind me, the Lake Tahoe quilt. We have just the pattern is S05 for $24. And if you want the pattern and the fabric kit, it's S06 for $74. S06 is $74 for the landscape. And once you do the Landscape 101 class with us, you will learn all the different, the process of making your own pattern from your own photo, and all the different techniques that I pretty much use is all the time. So S06 is $74 for the kit and the pattern. S05 is $24 for the pattern. And then if you want to take the Landscape 101 class, it's April 27th from 10 to 1-ish, and it's $65. And then we'll just go right from the landscape class right into applique club. Well, we might take a little break, but so make sure you plan the whole day on April 27th. Do you have the dragonfly pattern?
123.
123, Mary Beatty. 123 was the dragonfly pattern. Okay, I know we've been selling a lot of these, but everybody needs these because you're always having little kids in your life. So this one is a cute one. It's called Our Little Stinker. And it says, your smile says trouble with a capital T. Your wiggles and giggles are as funny as can be. You're smart and curious in every way. You amaze us more and more each and every day. You're our little stinker. It's true. We can't help but adore and love you. And that is here. S103 is $12. S103 is $12 for our little stinker. They are super quick and easy to make. And a lot of times I just put batting in your guys' boxes that I ship. So to kind of pad it instead of bubble wrap. Most of those pieces are big enough to use inside here. And that's all I use when I make these. I put my leftover pieces of batting from my quilts in it. S103 is $12 for our little stinker. And then we have Kiss Kiss Little Fish. This one is, and I think I did something wrong, so I had to add like a little ribbon here. It like wasn't, I used super thick batting, and so it was super hard to sew through it, so it wasn't super straight. So I just added some ribbon so you wouldn't really notice it, and you would think I was so creative. Kiss Kiss Little Fish. One kiss for the green fish, and wash his tail, go swish, swish. 2 kisses for the purple fish, blah, 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 blah. So here is S102 is $12. And then each of the different colored fish have a little tail that sticks outside of the book. So you've got all the little tails that stick out of the book. S102 is $12 for Kiss Kiss Little Fish. S102 is $12. Sandy, it will be on the link will be on Fabric Chicks Stitch Along. S102 is for Kiss Kiss Little Fish. And we do have an actual line of fabric for sale today, believe it or not. I mean, we're only how far into this? We actually do sell fabric here at Fabric Chicks. S09191 yards is $99, so that's $11 a yard. This is Art Gallery fabrics. If you are not familiar with Art Gallery, they're probably my favorite fabric company at this point in my life. It's very silky. The fabric's very silky, very, very high quality, but they just have very cute designs. So we have this cute little blue one, this fun floral, the cute little ditzy dot with the mustard background. This one has cute little birds. This is more birds, and I do have this exact print in a canvas. So if you need a thicker fabric, like upholstery canvas, we have a thicker fabric that's great for tote bags, or like people have bought it for covering dining room chairs. It'd be cute for curtains. The upholstery one would be cute for curtains to keep, the sun out. And then we've got a fun turquoise. What's great about the art gallery is they just all kind of go together. And then the cute little ditzy dot. So S091, if you want to do a quilt and you want it to be all coordinating but interesting, this would be great. It'd be great for big blocks or 3 1-yard quilts. S091, 11 1 yards is $99. 11 half yards is $50. Fat quarters is $28. And we do not have too much of this collection on the bolt anymore, but they are coming tomorrow. So we'll have some new lines. Who knows when? Oh, this one wasn't even cut in it. Okay. So what do we have there? S90 is the white background with the cute little floral print. This would be a great one if you were doing applique, just to give you texture in a collage. S90, $12 a yard. And then the fun one with the bird, S89. S89, it's a cute little one with branches and flowers and birds. S88 is kind of a retro-y looking one. S88 is a fun Mary Men's. Yes, the kissing fish is very silly. S86 is a fun little florally, reminds me of my grandma. But I love it. You could totally fussy cut this and put it into like a 12-inch block. Okay. And then the birds is S87. If you want the canvas, let me know. We got a little catastrophe happening here. We got lights falling on Roger. All the things you guys don't see behind the scenes. S87 is the fun little birds. The collection is S091. S091 for the collection if you just can't decide. It'd be great for, if you get the fat quarters, it'd be very fat quarter friendly because usually you keep those in pretty big pieces. S091. I know, Mighty Mouse. You really do have to pay attention every week to see what shirt Doris is wearing this week. Doris was like one of my very first consumers, one of my very first customers. And we were at the Carson Valley Quilt Show, I think, at the gym at the high school. And she bought like 3 yards of goat fabric, which was my favorite fabric, but nobody else on the planet wants goat fabric. Anytime I see goat fabric, I buy it for the shop, 15 yards. Pretty much, Doris and I.
And I got both shirts.
Yes.
I did wear the goat shirts about a month ago.
Well, nobody noticed. No. So sad. Okay, do we have more trims we didn't do yet?
Yeah, it's a whole nother
Is the
basket.
canvas 45 or 54?
I'm gonna look. You want to start showing? I'm gonna grab the canvas.
Ooh, fuzzy white.
That'd be good around an Easter basket if we had to it's $18.95 a yard, and it is 60 inches wide, I think. Yeah, it's 60 inches wide. and it's $18.95, so it would be $18 a yard. $18 a yard, 60 inches wide. Oh, here, let me show you. It was next to the burlap, so we gotta like get a lint ruler. But they're a little. I think the birds are a little bit bigger than the cotton fabric.
They are bigger.
Mm-hmm. So just put canvas birds if you want it. Wait, let's do $16 a yard. $16 a yard. This would be fun to do as a tote bag and then embellish it. The wheels are spinning. If only we had 18 hours extra in our day. Okay, what do we got here?
Fun stuff. Okay. That white fuzzy stuff is neat.
Party over. Oh! Artsy overalls.
Oh.
Oh, that would be super cute, terracotta. Oh, now you got me thinking. I just ordered some really cute ones with
Mia
some
vest.
birds on it. Yeah, the
Mia
Mia vest would
vest.
be cute in it. Yes. Oh. Well, I just ordered some artsy overalls that I saw, on Facebook. So I'm sure they're going to be fabulous quality. But I thought I could cut it apart and use it for a pattern. So hopefully it's not a extra large that fits a size 3. Because sometimes that's what happens when you order clothes on Facebook. Okay, S54 is $4.95. This is for a cute little frilly one. It's got lace and fringe, and I think this is like little yarn. I'm not really sure. S54 is $4.95 a yard. S54 is $4.95 a yard. And then S39 is $1.75 a yard for cute little daisies. It looks like it's a navy in the center, but it could be black. I can't quite tell, but I think it's navy. S57, this would be great for Mary Menz's Klimt quilt. I'm not sure which is the front and which is the back. You could use either side. S57 is $6 a yard. S57 is $6 a yard, and you literally could use either. I can't decide which side I like better. S57, $6 a yard. And then we have S54, which you also could use both sides. S44 is $5.45 a yard. S44 is $5.45 a yard, and you literally could use both sides. Here's some of that fuzzy stuff we had last week on sale, but it is not in the pastel-y colors. It's in green and yellow. Hang on a second. It's $2.49 a yard. Oh, Laura, I couldn't find one of your invoices. I couldn't find. And so I didn't know how much this trim was. So you actually got it for $1 a yard instead of $2.49 a yard. That was your lucky day. S56 is $2.49 a yard. And they call it a rococo. I'm not sure why, but they call it a rococo. And it's a chenilled rococo. S56 is $2.49 a yard. And then we have some more of that tiny little metallic in a kind of a brown color. S51 is 75 cents a yard. S51 is 75 cents a yard. S51 is 75 cents a yard. And then we have a fun pink and purpley or pink and blue fringe trim. So if you love fringes, this is right up your alley. S62 is $4.99 a yard. Well, here, I love to give you guys deals. So let's make this one $3 a yard. $3 a yard. We have to have some deals here. S62 is $3 a yard. S62 is $3 a yard. S62 is $3 a yard. S47 is a cute little polka dot, and you actually can use either side. So you can use this side or this side. This side. I kind of feel like that when they had that dress. Was the dress gold or blue? S47 is $2.50 a yard. S47 is $2.50 a yard. S47 is $2.50 a yard. Here's a fun little pink with gold trim. S45 is 69 cents a yard. S45 is 69 cents a yard. This can be so much fun to cut all these up tomorrow. This kind of reminds me of a vintage trim or a like a kind of Dutchy, don't you think?
Dutch.
Yeah, Dutch. S61 is $1 a yard. Wow, that's quite a deal. And it too, I kind of like both sides. So you have that or you have that. S61, $1 a yard. That's kind of crazy. S61 is $1 a yard. S61 is $1 a yard. And then we have the trim.
I can only get a little piece of that one side.
Okay. Here, this blue fringe with multicolored beads is S40 for $4.99 a yard. And then we've got a white trim with multicolored beads. S41 is $4.99 a yard. So here you can have all those. S40 is the blue satin ribbon with the multicolored beads. What do you want?
It's just upside down.
I know, but it's pinned funny. I can't. It's like twisted around. Hang on a second. I'm going to untwist it so you guys can see it right side up. Hang on. Okay. So we have S41 is $4.99 a yard. And this, what it's on, is kind of not my favorite. But typically you're going to sew this up into a seam so you don't see it. Or I would sew something else over it. S41 is $4.99 a yard. I forgot the space. S61, 5 yards. Oh, Sue, I love when you do that. S6, $15 a yard. No, we usually figure it out. Somebody forgot the space, and it was like they had put the price, and literally it was like they're paying like $100 instead of $1. But thank God we figured it out. S33 is 65 cents. This is for a fun linen rickrack, and it's got like a little dot through it. It's very charming. S33 is 65 cents a yard. S33 is 65 cents a yard, and there is not very much of that left. S33 is 65 cents a yard. And then this is a fun black and gray and red one. S35 is $6.95 a yard. S35 is $6.95 a yard. Oh, Judy Spivey wants all of this. Sorry, guys. Stephanie, I'll see if I can find something else out in the shop that looks similar because somebody just took all of it. I might be able to reorder it. I think I have something very similar to it out in the shop. Last week, so it used to be from this company, I could order, they had stuff in stock from like 15 years ago. But last week, you guys like went through 2 of the trims, and I called to reorder them, and he's like, Beth, I'm sorry, we're sold out. You're gonna have to order 1,200 yards. I said, what? What? Like, these come in like 36-yard pieces. You're gonna have to order 36 yards. Like, oh gosh. Okay. So you guys, some of you might not be getting what you ordered because we did run out last week. And I'm not about to order 1,200 yards. because I would be sitting on it till I was 110. S34 is $4.90. Here, let's do this one too. We're gonna. I think there's another. Here, these two. We're gonna mark them down for you guys. So these are cute little fringy trim. Let's see. Let's mark them down to $3 a yard. And then, so that's a blue one with the cute little beads and a flower. And then the brown one, $3 a yard. S32 is the brown one, $3 a yard. S34 is the blue one, $3 a yard. All of Dot Rickrack. What was the Dot? I have no trim stash. Judy Spivey, don't worry. We're gonna work on that scenario. We're gonna handle that for you.
It was the green, I think.
No, because that was way too much. That was like almost a whole roll.
That was ribbon anyway. So
Oh, there's a blue dot. Was it this one?
Was it this one, Charity? Charity, was it this one? All of Dot, no, the Rickrack. All of Dot Rickrack. I think your mom already bought all of that. I think it's that tiny little linen Rickrack. Gosh, sometimes when we have to read your guys' brains, it's so hard. S35 is the black and gray and red. S32 is the brown little fringy loop trim with a little flower charm. This again, I would sew this up, or I would sew this on, but do a decorative stitch over that, just because I think it's kind of blah. But you could totally do like a running stitch down the center of it or something fun, just to spruce it up. S32, $3 a yard for the brown. S34 is $3 a yard for the blue. Yeah, just take your mom's, okay? Thank you, Anita. S52 is $3.99 for a beautiful orange and from Renaissance Ribbons. $3.99 a yard. A beautiful orange with fuchsia flowers. This would be beautiful on anything. And then we have the baby little mini pom-poms. S31 is 89 cents a yard. The cutest little pom-poms. S31 is 89 cents a yard. But hang on, because we have them in lots of different colors. S27 is for the fun green and pink. S27 is 75 cents a yard for the green and pink. And then we have pink and orange. This reminds me of Eleanor. Pink and orange. S26. S26 is 75 cents for the cute little pink and orange pom-poms. And then we have cute little turquoise pom-poms. So S13 is 75 cents a yard. So yes, Kathleen, super cute for Easter. You could decorate anything with this. S13 is the cute little turquoise kind of seafoamy green. S26 is the orange and pink pom-poms. S27 is the green and pink. S27. These are all, well, here, we're going to fix this. I don't know why this one is 89 cents. We probably ordered this one afterwards. We're going to make it 75 cents a yard for you guys. Okay. 75 cents a yard for you guys. That pink and orange is Barry Robb. Who's Rob, Mary Mintz? Rob. Who? That pink and orange is very Robe. It reminds her of balls that were in lowrider cars of her youth. Okay. Once you girls start talking about balls, we got to change the conversation. S43 is $3.50 a yard. This is hand dyed by the same gal, Rainbow Resource. so she hand dyes all of this rickrack, so it varies. This is a fall colorway. So I think we showed you the bright colorways last week. This one's a fall colorway. This is a fun rickrack. It's a blush color, a rosy gold, very, very cute with a green viney a green vine kind of running through it. S14 is 65 cents a yard. I was trying to write sponsors initials. Sponsors initials. I was trying to write sponsors initials. I'm like, Mary, I'm still lost. Sponsors initials. Mary's upset. She said that Facebook and autocorrect. Yes, it very much Eleanor's colors. S31 pick PO. Oh, what was that?
Whoa. Slow down a minute. That's 31.
Pick
That's the
PO.
pink. That's this one.
Hey, Roger, you just hit Kathleen's comment up there. Can you hit it again?
I
That's
ain't
the-
touched nothing.
Yeah, you hit it when you moved.
I hit it.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
how
take
come,
it back.
how come you guys both have control and I don't? I'm like a guest here. You have to hit it so it's not highlighted. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Jenny,
that was
S31 pink PO. What's PO mean?
post office. That'd be nice. There's other things out there, and I won't say it.
Jenny, what are you saying? Facebook is sabotaging the notes we send. I think somebody from Facebook is sitting watching this and enjoying how frustrated it is. Like for you guys sending us things and it's autocorrecting, and for us trying to figure out what the hell you're saying. I have no idea what PO means, but she wants S31 75 cents. She wants 2 yards. Okay, we got it figured out now, Jenny. We got it figured out now. Okay, we're gonna give Phyllis a break so she can catch up. So we have a fun flannel auction. S153 is starting at $20, and it's a bag of flannel scraps. Some of them are pieced blocks. So you've got some. Jenny, it's this whole world. They're taking over the whole world. Okay, you've got some rows that have been stitched already. You're going to have to get creative, but you've got some pretty good pieces here. You've got some 2.5-inch strips. You've got, I think it would be kind of fun to do a crazy quilt with the flannel. It looks like the gal did a lot of strip piecing. So you've got quite a few bigger strips, and then everything that was left over in her project. You've got some of that olivey green. They're pretty big pieces. What's wrong?
Well, you already tell me I hit the blue.
No, Phyllis did, because Phyllis is trying.
I'm trying to keep up and I hit it by accident.
She has to go backwards because she's trying to catch up with the trims. So she accidentally hit it. But if you just hit it again, it will take it off the screen. Yeah. Oh, good job. Okay. Here is some more triangles. I think maybe she was doing a rag quilt because these ones
Are sewn.
are already sewn. So you could do like a baby quilt with these. It's got batting in the center. I've never done a rag quilt, so I'm not sure how it's done. But it's got batting in the center, and then she stitched down some of these triangles. So you've got a quilt like half done for you already. You've got a bunch of these. She was very organized with her scraps. You've got like 6 inches by the width of the fabric there. Here you've got some 9 patches. You got a handful of those. You've got some more fun. Here she's got a pile of them that are sewn in an X with the batting. So I think that was part of the rag quilt. Doris says that's how they made rag quilts in the olden days before I was born.
Well, I never made those.
So you might have to do some investigating. but she had a bunch of the stuff was already cut out. This is just the width of the fabric. Here's some more of those X's with the batting inside. So there's quite a few of those. Here's some more of those with the X's. It is a mystery bundle. Yes, it's all flannel. My mom has batting. It's heavy. Mine is just flannel, no batting. And I don't know if it's a rag quilt because I've never seen anything where they put the batting in between. They put the batting in between two pieces, but I think it's so when it's sewn together, the back and the front is already done. So I don't think it would be too heavy.
And you made the
S-
throws. I never finished one. I never
S
started.
$155. The auction is starting at $20 for all this flannel. I have no idea how much flannel's there. Okay, Mary, see you later. S153 is for
No number.
flannel. Okay, we'll just do it a different day. What is the number of so S150? It's starting at $20. 153. S153. Thanks for keeping me
You
honest.
yell at Phyllis.
Well, she said it nicely. S153 is starting at $20. S153 is starting at $20. S153. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna start it at $10. Phyllis and Doris put these prices because they didn't want to start too low, so we'd be here all day because they figured somebody was going to pay $20. But I'm going to start it at $10. S153, all that flannel for a fun project. Okay, Rhonda's at $10. Rhonda's at $10 on the flannel auction. It's a ton of flannel. Jenny's at $10. Oh gosh, and then the bidding begins. Da-na-na-na. Okay, here's another scrappy. We've got a bunch of jelly roll pieces, it looks like, and some of them are skinnier than jelly rolls. So I think what this gal did, she was super organized. And I think when she had leftover pieces of fabric, she just started cutting 2.5-inch strips and whatnot. But I'm not sure why these are like 1-inch strips or 1.5-inch strips. But this looks like it came, this is all part of a project. These all coordinate. So you could totally sew these together and do make a tote bag out of them. That would be cute. That's a cute little project. And then you've got, oh, here is some of our frou-frou. If you guys don't know about frou-frou here, this fabric comes from France and it's like $32 a yard. You got some great little applique cutouts, some Australian fabrics. Here's some art gallery. Oh, I think that they might have hit my stash as well as this lady's stash. Oh my gosh. I would have kept this for myself. You've got a charm pack here. Oh, this is a charm pack for them. This is a whole charm pack for what you guys bought last week, that sunflower panel. This is the charm pack that goes with that sunflower. Sometimes I should look through things, but I'm overwhelmed and I'm drowning. So we're just doing the best we can here. Okay, so here is, this coordinates with those, oh, look at here. Somebody's cut out for the 60-degree ruler. You have the boots already cut out for the 60-degree ruler. OMG, it's a whole project here. If you guys don't know about the 60-degree ruler, we have a pattern for this, but you're going to literally, this will make a table runner. You're going to lay it out like this and like this. You can make a centerpiece. You can make, sorry, I'm so excited here. You have to find the right pieces. So you want all the ones that are going to line up like this with the blue. Nope. I don't know. Maybe that's why she gave up, because she didn't cut it right. But I'm pretty sure you can do something cowgirl with this. If you take some time, you'll be able to find ones that match each other. So you've got the 60-degree ruler ones. You've got all of this cute little vintage looking Little House on the Prairie. Kind of reminds me of Pioneer Woman. You could totally make table runners with this. OMG. This is a great.
They're all cut the same size.
Yeah, they were probably a layer cake. Well, they've cut them different. Yeah.
And then they're big.
Yeah.
She-
So
she
so
cut a
this
strip
was
off.
this is this strip. Whatever she had
Yeah.
in mind, this is what this was. If you take a little bit of time, you can figure out what she was thinking. So this is the strip she cut off of this. So some pattern, I'm sure. Oh, so this is wow. S49. The auction is starting at $10. Victor, this is when you can cry. Get your auctions fabric. Another surprise coming up. Oh, we've got another mystery quilt, I think he's saying. When I made my first rag quilt, I put batting in between. Now when I do a flannel, no batting. Okay, S49 is at $15. S49 is at $15. When going once, going twice. Sold to Rhonda. Okay, Rhonda is, wait, S153 is at $11. S153 is at 11. So the,
No,
oh, it is? 153.
Is it?
Jenny Duarte.
Okay, 153 is at $16. The flannels are at 16. The cottons are at 20. S49 is at 20. The flannels are at 16.
S49 is just went up.
S49 just went to $23. $25. In reality, just this layer cake alone is like $40. Easy. And then you've got a charm pack that's worth another $15. If you bought the sunflowers last week, this goes with it. So easily, without all the extras, like this, I think came out of my stash, and this I know came out of my stash. Some
49 to 30.
S49 is at $30. So it's easily with the layer cake and my bonus fabrics. Easily, I don't even know. I can't even. SO2 fat quarter, $58. SO2. Sue.
There's no SO2.
SO2. Well, we probably already showed it earlier.
did.
She goes back.
That was one of the kits.
Okay, I'll have to go look. Oh, it's the landscape fabrics. It's the landscape fat quarters. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, Sue, I know. S49 is at $32. S49 is at 32. Oh, S49 is at $40. S49 is at $40. And then S153, we're going to close it up. S153 is going once, going twice. S153 is $18 to Rhonda. $18. Okay, let's close these up. We got other things. We have probably 80 auctions back there waiting to go. And they were done by Doris and Phyllis, so you know they're going to be good ones.
I didn't do that then. Nope.
Phyllis is like, I only did 3, not 80. Okay, let's see. Did you show the flower trim in 3 cups? No, I'm getting to it, Stephanie. We're getting to it. Okay, S153 is Rhonda. Okay, and then S49, we're going to close that up. S49 is S49, going once, going twice. S49 is $40 to charity. Charity, $40.
Got some fun
I think you're working on spending your birthday money for next year, Charity. Okay, here is S42, $1 a yard. It's a purple with fun paisleys. S38 is the 3-flower fabric, the 3-flower trim that everybody's been waiting for. S38 is $2.50 a yard. S38 is $2.50 a yard. If you don't want to sew this whole thing together, you can cut right in between the flowers and then use the flowers individually or use 3 at a time. So that is a very good option for you. Oh, perfect, Mary. Good to see you again. S36 is a vintage trim. It's black with red and yellow and blue flowers. S36 is $2.95 a yard, and it is actually vintage. S28 is $3.50 for fun hand-dyed rickrack from Rainbow Resource. And I have a little story to tell you about while Phyllis is writing that down. So Rainbow Resource gal, and I can't think of her name right off the top of my head. She's super cute. Very, I would say, she was a wild child in the 60s, I would guess. But she looks so quiet, but I'm guessing that if you partied with her, you wouldn't be able to keep up. But at one of the shows one year, the ladies, her booth was kind of across from me. So I could see the ladies buying stuff from her and then opening up these paper bags and then giggling. Like the little old ladies were going crazy over these little paper bags. Do you know what was in the paper bags?
Probably not something you should be saying in public.
She had printed her own penis fabric. So it was fabric with little penises on it. And the ladies were buying it in paper. It came
Brown
in
paper bags.
brown paper bags. And so somebody would buy it. Somebody would go in and buy it. And then they would come out of the booth and they would be like to their girlfriends, "Oh my God, look what I just found." And they were all excited. That's my story about the Rainbow Resource. You look at her and she's so quiet. But the penis fabric tells me that she might be a wild child. Okay, here is S29 $4. We should probably bring that back. Make a killing. Okay, here is ruler tape measure fabric that she hand dyed. So we have tape measure fabric that she hand dyed, and then we also have fun rickrack in a little bit more muted colors than we had last week.
It's bigger.
This one's wider than the one we had earlier. S30 is $4 a yard for the rainbowy rickrack. What's the number and price of the purple trim? They say it's the quiet ones you have to watch. For sure. That is a true statement. The purple trim, S42 was $1 a yard. Is that the purple trim you're referring to? S42 is $1 a yard. And then we have a brown little, there's not too much of this one left. S76 is a fun little trim. It'd be great on a bottom of a jacket or really anywhere. S76 is $1.50 a yard, and we don't have too much left of it. I'm wondering if maybe one of these should have been on this one.
No, it's on the other one.
Oh, so we only need one number on that. And then S60. Do you want the brown trim S76 or the brown trim S59? If we could complicate things, we would.
That might have been the one that was missing.
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that
probably.
stuff.
Yes, I bet you
Yeah, got
yes.
caught up. When
I
they
bet you it
moved
was,
things.
for sure. S60 is $1.50 a yard. This is a fun one. I used this one on the Frida quilt I did. S60 is $1.50 a yard, and then S76 is $1.50 a yard for the brown trim. $1.49 a yard for this cute little floral trim. $1.49 S25. It's got variegated pinks and a little bit of a corally pink. S149 or S25 is $1.49. I can tell when Roger starts shaking his head that I'm saying the wrong thing. S125 is $1.49 a yard. Oh my gosh, I almost want to call in sick to work tomorrow because cutting all these trims is going to be.
What's your boss gonna say?
Well, once the customers start calling, since I've given everybody my cell phone. Okay, S50 is $5.99 a yard, and this is beautiful on both sides. You've got the black and the red roses. So you've got black and red roses. This would even be fun to stitch it on, free motion stitch it on with a fun fabric in the where it's black. That would be fun. Or you've got the black flowers. So S50 is $5.95 a yard, and you've got the black flowers or the red flowers, depending on which side you like. Or you could use both sides.
Mel wants to know how much there is on 76.
Ooh, not very much. Devin used to hate the trims. It's a true statement, Kathleen. Everybody hates when I put trims on, but today I was so stressed out because I had customers calling. 9 o'clock, I opened the shop for the first retreat group going down, and I hadn't finished the sale from Wednesday or the sale from Monday, and I have to get that done before I can even think about this one. Let's see.
Maybe a yard.
1 yard. There's one, S76, we have 1 yard left of that. S76, there's 1 yard left of the brown trim mill. Okay, Charity, we're going to have a margarita trim cutting party. You know it's going to be real accurate, ladies. Okay, S37 is $8.95 a yard. And, you know, when I think of when the trims are more expensive, you really can just add a small piece, like a half a yard piece to your project. And it's so beautiful, but it really makes a statement. I'm going to show you. S55 is $2.99. It's a sheer it could be navy, but it could be black with kind of metallic-y purple beads. I'm going to show you real quick because I love to get sidetracked. I could not, for the life of me, sell this trim right here because it was, I don't know, it was like I really don't know, but it was like $16 a yard or $32 a yard or something for this beaded trim. And I could not sell it. It was in the shop for so many years. And then like just a little piece like this was like $8 or something when we cut, because we finally cut it down and sold little pieces so it'd be more manageable. And then I had this whole piece left over and I got reckless and I just put that whole piece on there. So this is the $1 million quilt. That whole, like sometimes you just have to use a big piece of trim, but even if you used a small piece, it's so beautiful. Okay, what did we not show?
This and this.
Okay. What time is it?
3 minutes till.
Ooh. We have 3 minutes. So we're going to save this for Monday because we just have a little bit left. So we'll save flamingos are going to be Monday. Okay, ladies? Flamingo Monday. Here is some fabrics that you may or may not have seen. I know we've got a lot of newer people. S107 is $13 a yard. These are kind of vintagey perfume bottles. This line was called the Oddities line. And we have a little piece of some of the other ones that came with it, but we don't have any bolts left. S07 is the perfume bottles of the Oddities line. S107 is $13 a yard. S107 is $13 a yard. I know, Stephanie, I love them too. S trim of $8.95 pink. S37. S37 for Rhonda.
Okay.
And then here we've got the little paint colors. S106. So if you want to make like an artsy notebook cover, this is a fun one. S106, or if you have a painter in your life, S106 is the paint colors. S105 is the paint brushes and the paint mess, the splatter and dribble and just kind of crazy, but beautiful. S105 is the artsy fabric. And then these are super beautiful. These are like the tops of umbrellas. S104. S104 is the tops of umbrellas. And these are all $13 a yard.
How much does Rhonda want?
Rhonda, how much do you want of the pink trim? S trim. How much do you want of the pink trim? Okay, well, we're waiting for her to answer that. I'm gonna we got some sale fabric already priced for Monday, girls. So you're gonna want to tune in. You made me tired tonight. Sandy, just so you know, I made myself tired tonight.
And Doris.
And Doris. We are all tired tonight. S78 is $5 a yard, and we don't have very much of it left. S78 is $5 a yard, so of course we're going to give it to the person who wants the most of it. I don't know. I just cut off the thing. There is a yard and a quarter left, so it's $6.25 if you want the whole piece. S78. Mary Mins wants 1 yard of S104. S78 is $5 a yard, and there's a yard and a quarter left. S78, $5 a yard. Facebook's having a heck of a time today, Mary. S78. I think Mel wants the whole thing. It's so beautiful. Okay, that's all we have for today because I can see the look on Roger's face. So we'll do giveaways on Monday, and I will. Charity has decided to come have a sleepover with me, and for those of us who don't sleep, we're just going to work through the night. We're not actually working. We're goofing off and having a good time because working would be illegal in the United States. But we are going to find giveaways for Monday. So join us on Monday to see what kind of chaos we can create. Monday at 4. Have a good night. During Applique Club. Remember, we're posting a free Zoom for Applique Club. If any of you have not joined the Zooms, they are a lot of fun. We chit chat. During Applique Club, you could do machine applique, you could do hand applique. If you wanted to, like Susan, have you started cutting out your tree for Victor's class? I do have. We recorded it, and I believe it recorded right. So I can send you guys the recording. If you want to get that cut, you can cut that on Saturday also. So yeah, if you want to get that cut on Saturday, I can send you the link for last night's class so you can catch up on all this tips and tricks. But you can work on it on Saturday if you want the company because it's so much fun to hang out with us. All right. Have a good night. We'll see you guys Saturday or Monday. Go get some sewing done. Thank you. Bye. Okay, Sue, I'm going to send you the link so you can get caught up, but you can do it on Saturday also. Margarita time. Been waiting all day. Me too, Kathleen. You don't even know. Me too. All right, have a good night. We love you guys. Bye. Bye.